Seattle, Washington, home to renowned French. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. You get a guy who can do that on the outside, and it's sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Lewis to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Quick step and go. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Using the quick game. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And they corral him at the 2-yard line. The Canes will hustle to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Well, they wanted to turn the...
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Here's the handoff. Bulls his way forward. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Canes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And to have a rushing touchdown.
A first down for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Now adjusting. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Well, they tried to catch the defense napping there, third and short on their own side of the 50, and everyone's thinking run. They go past, but the defense wasn't fooled, so the QB's just got to throw that one away.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you've got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Lewis wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the run. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Finds his target down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching on the field.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'll run play action. Using his feet to buy time. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Lewis to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely
nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He makes the connection, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get...
Line gets set, 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Mano-a-mano, man. One-on-one, go ball. Who's going to make a play? The defender steps up to the occasion, knocks that one away for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is... Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Canes! And here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit...
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The option look. He'll toss it. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give as they work on that clock. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Canes in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the pummeling has started. And here comes that Miami op. The field. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them. Going for the big play. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's out of bounds. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.